the truth is, I really feel like I am coming to that point where I'm realizing the full meaning of my life. I have finally found my true calling.
You're taking the veil.
Tracy, try and be serious. You see, I'm talking about motherhood, obviously. Little Edward II has come to mean the whole focal point of my life. I want to give him everything. I want to give him love and security, warmth, comfort.
Admirable.
I think so. You know, I also have decided that I don't think material things are everything. I think that spirituality is really important.
Ah, who better to teach him that but you?
Oh, thank you. Well, the point that I'm trying to get to here, though, is that giving the baby all that kind of nurturing, I really feel that you need a lot of room, you know, for the proper nursery and the proper nanny and, oh, say a bowling alley and a tennis court.
Ooh, tennis court. Mm-hmm. Yes, well, you better make it grass because you don't want him to scrape his little knees on all that clay.
Exactly. So, I think it's only fitting that, well, we need to take over your entire wing of the house.
I see. And where exactly are we going to move to, the pantry?
Oh, no. I would never have you do that. I think there's some lovely, lovely sections of Port Charles that would be happy to have you.
Let me get this straight. You're asking me and Ashton to leave.
Yes, you're right. Not immediately, of course. You have until November 30th.
November 30th.
Mm-hmm. I think that gives you enough time.
You know, Lucy, sweetheart, I hate to say this, but I think the joys of motherhood are going to your little head. This house doesn't belong to you. It belongs to Monica.
Well, it's going to be mine soon.
Is that so? How are you going to swing that?
Tracy, I'm going to buy this house.
Oh, are you really? Have you talked to Alan about it?
No, I don't have to because I'm going to use all my own money.
All your own money? The money you're making in the basement?
Hardly, dear.
Aha! How truly auspicious to find you two together. I have here a small, truly insignificant gift from Tracy and myself.
Oh,
for your baby.
isn't that
Ashton.
sweet?
What?
You and I will not be hearing the clatter of cloven hooves around here.
I beg your pardon?
Your friend and mine, Lucy Quartermain, is asking us to leave.
She?
She.
Have you two been at it again?
No. She's given us till November 30th to pack up our things and go.
How about...
Ashton, darling, it's quite clear. You see, Alan and I feel that we need a lot more room for Edward II.
Edward II? He's dead, isn't he?
Our son.
And apparently he needs the whole West Wing to romp around in.
Oh, exactly. So I don't think there's anything more to discuss. You have until November 30th to gather all your things and get out. Pardon me.
She can't do that. She doesn't even own the house.
I have authorization to admit Scott Baldwin only, and no one else.
Well, Sergeant, this is Tracy Quartermain, sister-in-law to Lucy Quartermain, business associate. So, I'll vouch for her.
I'm going to have to see some identification.
Well, I don't think that's necessary.
That's right,
I mean,
Scott. I have it right here. It's the ELQ identification card. It's not a very good picture.
Well, as long as Mr. Baldwin says it's okay.
Oof. Sergeant, you have the information on the diamonds?
Yes, I do, right here, sir.
Here we go. Well, look at this. All 90 of them are here. Sizes and weights. It's just a difference of centimeters between them. Incredible. Wow, this stuff is unbelievable. These things are flawless, I'm telling you.
Here we go.
Oh, a bit of blind your eyes. These things are going to be blinding. Look at it. Perfect.
She's not going to get the overnight visit.
Oh, there you are. Listen, I've come up with a very important clue.
Whoa. Sir, you're going to have to wait outside.
On hand, to be fair, I insist. The diamonds. Lucy. November the 30th.
Come on, out.
Sergeant. This is Lord Lawrence Ashton.
Who?
Lord Ashton, Ashton Gallery. His auction house will be disposing of Mrs. Quartermain's diamonds.
Yes, indeed. That is assuming I have the opportunity to see them first. Mr. Baldwin, I'm in a great hurry. I have another appraisal in Newport. Plane leaves at 5 o'clock.
Sergeant, I'm going to have that appraisal today.
Detective Jones should have warned me about this.
I'll take complete responsibility.
Lord?
Lord? Oh, Lord.
Amazing, huh?
Absolutely incredible.
When did you start traveling with a loop?
Oh, I never go anywhere without one. It comes in useful with the old blue hairs.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. What a shame Mrs. Quartermain won't be holding on to them.
Isn't it?
Thank you so much.
Fittings. What was that all about?
Oh, darling, hi. I was just going over some ideas for the West Wing.
Uh-huh. What kinds of ideas?
Oh, darn it. I was going to surprise you, but I guess I'm just going to have to blurt it out. I am thinking of redoing the entire West Wing.
The entire West Wing?
Yep, every single inch of it.
You can't do that.
Why not?
It's not your house. It's Monica's house. Why do I have to keep reminding you of that?
Darling, I wish you wouldn't keep reminding me of that.
It's a fact, Lucy. It's also a fact that you got the house by devious means. I mean, if it weren't for Monica's generosity, she could have demanded the house back.
Alan, lately you have been singing the praises of Monica very highly, and if I didn't know better, I could get just a little teeny tiny bit jealous.
You don't have to be jealous, Lucy.
Okay, look, darling, let's not fight, okay? All I'm doing here is I'm trying to make a wonderful, warm, gracious, loving home for you, me, and Edward II.
Who?
Our son, darling.
Oh. Lucy, this house is fine. It has been fine for generations of Quartermains.
But, Alan, I'm going to make it more fine, you see, and I'm going to do that because I'm going to buy it.
You're what?
Well, I've decided I'm going to make Monica an offer she absolutely cannot refuse, and then I'm going to buy it, and I can do whatever I want, because, oh, darling, I want you to look at these. I have glorious ideas and plans for...
Lucy, listen to me. I'm not going to let you dip into the capital to buy this house.
I'm not going to do that, darling. I am going to give it to you as a present.
Where are you going to get that kind of money?
Alan, November 30th. The diamonds. I get the diamonds. Have you forgotten?
Yes, I had forgotten, and I really don't appreciate you reminding me either.
Oh, darling, I'm sorry. I know it was an awful time for us, but think of it this way. You know what they say, no pain, no gain? Oh, this gain is going to be in the millions, darling.
Lucy, I would rather not talk about it, okay?
Oh, well, okay, darling, if that's the way you feel, we won't talk about it.
Please, it does make me extremely uncomfortable. Need I remind you that what you and I did, Lucy, was...
necessary, darling. Absolutely necessary. Can't you just consider those diamonds a gift from heaven? I mean, those diamonds are going to give us the happiness that you and I and our son so richly deserve.
Let me see.
Excuse me, miss. What do you think you're doing with that?
I'm trying to figure out something that's written down inside here.
That is police property. Sorry, time's up.
Oh, I was just beginning to have fun.
Well, Sergeant, everything seems to be in order.
Much
Thank
obliged
you.
to you indeed. Much
Carry
obliged.
on.
So what do we do now? We just eat our hearts out.
No, we sure don't want Lucy to get that
No,
loose.
we don't.
Mr. Jerome must have got those diamonds from somebody.
Yeah, and chances are it wasn't legitimate.
Which means the real Eleanor is still out there somewhere.
Or he could have just been, like, eased off the planet. Hey, what about what we did with Cheryl Stansberry, remember?
Newspaper ad.
That's right. We took an ad out, we word it properly. Who knows?
Yeah, we worded it properly. Contact the Port Charles Police Department. That'll weed out any phonies.
Yes. True owner steps forward, Lucy shot down in flames, and we still have a roof.
Oh, that's too good to be true.
That'd be funny to work.
Worth a try.
Yeah, you bet.
Poor Lucy.
Oil again.
Right. I'll get back to you. What are you doing out of the hospital?
I'm going back. I just had to get these files to you
Does
first.
Tony know that you're out?
I left him a note. That's not important. Look, you and the commissioner have got to read these files.
What is it?
Files I stole from Clayton's office.
You stole these?
I had to. There was no other way.
You know burglary is a crime, don't you?
Well, so is what's in there. It's about the baby racketing. Clayton and Rico were involved. The whole thing, what they
I
were
know
running.
about Clayton's involvement.
Well, Rico's just as bad. Frisco, you gotta listen to me, man. It's all there.
We'll look at them later, and I won't mention how you got them.
I was just gonna help Carla.
I'm not worried about Carla. I'm worried about you. Come on, let's get back to the hospital.
Frisco.
Come on. Come on.